Are we fixed? Do we have audio? Is it picking it up? Okay, good. Ugh. I do think that if I'm gonna keep trying to, like, actively grow the channel and just not kind of hang out with the people that are already here, I'm gonna have to get a new mic at some point. Because I like the clip guard, like, I really do, but Elgato software is just so unreliable. Like, it's actually terrible. So...
Let me stay here a little longer in this body.
And as everybody can see, I managed to get Firefly.
Why isn't
Like,
there
with my
a-
first 10 pull on her banner, too. This game just, like... wants me to have banners, apparently.
Wake up! Wake up! Hey! Wake up! The sun's frying your butt! Are you okay? Can you hear me? I didn't hear a peep from your room,
If we finish
and
this,
it really
and if we
freaked
finish
me
the
out.
story today, then I'll just dick around with, like, bosses and simulated universe and events and all that stuff. Probably timed events first.
What are you talking about? Are you still half asleep or something? The Order's dream is over. Even though it's been a day, I still break into a sweat when I think about it. Our trailblazing expedition almost ended in Penacony. I'm so jealous that you got a good night's sleep. I was traumatized and too scared to even close my eyes. I thought if I fell asleep, I'd never wake up again. The Stellaron was sealed while you were sleeping. The ordinary people in Penacony have no idea what happened. They just feel like something's missing from their memories. The family's official statement was like, "The Charmony Festival was attacked by an unidentified Stellaron and came to a halt." After all, they can't just reveal the truth about the Order. Now, all the major lineages, except for the Oak family, are dealing with the aftermath. The family has invited the crew to the Radiant Feldspar as witnesses for an important meeting. Everyone's waiting for you, so hurry up and pack. We're leaving as soon as you're ready. After all this craziness, nothing is better than staying safe in reality. It's a massive airship, and it's awesome! I heard it's never shown to the public. Only VIP guests of the family get to board it and enjoy the breathtaking views of Penacony. The Iris family sent us a bunch of souvenirs. Fruit baskets, plus this fancy button model. After you're back on your feet, you can enjoy them all. We are pretty much celebrities on the planet of festivities now, aren't we?
Hopefully everybody's having a good weekend.
The Stellaron was sealed while you were sleeping. The ordinary people in Penacony have no idea what happened.
Standard Saturday
They
for
just
me.
feel like something's
Probably not gonna
missing
do
from
too
their
much today or
memories.
tomorrow, though.
The family's official statement was like, "The
I'm still kind of, I
Charmony
think, catching
Festival
up
was
from, like, the
attacked by an
craziness of trying to get
unidentified
everything ready for
Stellaron
the
and
baby's
came to a
birthday.
halt." After all, they can't just reveal the truth
Monday,
about
though,
the
we're
Order.
probably gonna go out and
Now, all the major lineages,
get my name
except for
changed.
the Oak family, are dealing with the aftermath.
Trying to think of where
The
all we
family
need to
has
go.
invited the crew to the Radiant
So
Feldspar
far,
as witnesses
all I
for
can
an
think of is
important
the Social
meeting.
Security office, the DMV, and then my bank. I think that's it.
Why the sudden interest in that? Well,
I mean, I'm sure if there's
I was
anything else that I
dragged
forgot,
into
it'll
this
come up
sweet
eventually.
dream. I felt a cold tentacle diving into my memories.
But the lawyer said that it should be
something else
fine,
was
so.
there. So the tentacle suddenly disappeared.
And in terms of travel, it looks
And
like
then I dreamed about stuffing my face
as long
with
as I keep a
delicious
copy of the
food
marriage
and
certificate,
going on a shopping spree. Sunday didn't seriously
my
believe that was
ID
the life
in
I
either
wanted,
my maiden
right?
name or my married
Breaking
name
free
should be
from
good
that
enough to get me
cheesy
at least
illusion
across
was
the border for
just
Canada
a piece
and the
of
US.
cake.
I don't, like, as much as I want to travel elsewhere as well, I don't see that happening too much until I've got my citizenship and can just get a new passport, so.
Yeah, let's go. We've got some time before we board the ship, so let's catch up with everyone at Dream Jolt Hostelry.
How extravagant. Just like Epsilon. How was it? Did it live up to your dreamscape expectations?
You already asked that when we first got here.
Yeah, and you said no back then. But after all this madness, I'd say you've grown fond of it. Just a heads up, you're still on the Bloodhound family's wanted list, so keep a low profile. And this time, it's Firefly in the picture, not Sam. That's gotta be a whole new experience for you, right?
Indeed. In Kafka's words, that's also a missing part of my life. Still, it'd be quite inconvenient if I can't move freely. Could you help me out, Silverwolf?
I knew you'd say that. Don't worry. I've hacked all the systems and left no trace. Don't do anything that may draw attention, and don't talk with guards. They might recognize you. Keep these 2 points in mind, and you can go wherever you want, unbothered.
Thank you.
No problem, Miss Samuel. I love this fake name. Now that we're done here in Penacony, what will you do in your free time? I hear the Genius Society is here. How about we go stir up some excitement?
Well, you know my script isn't over yet.
I didn't bring you back to hear an answer like that.
Don't worry. The script says that I'll experience 3 deaths, but also receive an unforgettable reward on the planet of festivities. How will I know if I don't try? All possibilities exist until the outcome actually happens, right?
You may not realize it, but you have a bad habit. Whenever you seem to be asking a question, you've already made up your mind, and no words will dissuade you.
I'm so happy
Anyway,
that I got Firefly now.
Kafka asked me to pass on this message.
Because I remember even before I knew
See
we knew that
anything
Sam was
fabulous in
Firefly,
Penacony?
I wanted
Get
Sam
one
because
for me,
fire.
too. Just swipe my card, you know the pin. She didn't specify anything, but I guess she means a dress, coat, sunglasses, or something else. You know better about fashion than I do.
Sure, I'll keep an eye out. There's tons of options at OT Mall. Do you think she'll like trinkets, like hair accessories or brooches?
Those sound more like something for young girls. Maybe you should keep them for yourself. Oh, by the way, Blade didn't explicitly say it, but I think he was trying to say something like, temptation will show up again in Penacony. He's always so subtle with his words.
Got it. He was just worried about me. Relax, Silverwolf. You know me.
I especially need to relax for a bit.
I won't
'cause
do
between
anything crazy.
all the cooking
I just
and
want to wander
baking
around and see more of the world for myself.
stuff for the baby's birthday.
I want to buy some oatcake rolls.
And then
I've had a cake roll
yesterday
every day since I arrived in
bought a
Penacony.
new shelf.
From the
I don't
first
know
day
if- I don't
to the
think you
last.
can you might be able to see a little bit of it.
But today,
For the
I'll buy
baby's
two
toys and
give
stuff.
you one. And if you don't like them,
It looks
I'll enjoy
really
double
nice
the
in his
pleasure.
play space now.
Or I can bring one to Kafka. She never refuses. Or maybe I'll give it to Blade. He'll appreciate it. That's not written in the script, right? But as you see, I have added new footnotes to my destiny.
Welcome, Director Topaz. The family ambassadors are still inside making preparations, but the big boss hasn't arrived yet. It'll be a while before the conference starts, I'm afraid.
Huh. Quite a spectacle. The family really knows how to make things look impressive. I thought they would choose a more formal and low-key location for the conference. I didn't expect them to go with a luxury airship.
About this, Director. I've asked around. This airship, named the Radiant Feldspar, belongs to the Alfalfa family.
Hey,
This
House, how you
conference
doing?
between the IPC and the family will have a direct impact on Penacony's future. Such an important event should
I've
have
been
held.
good. We just had the baby's first
Well,
birthday, and like I was just
Somewhere
insanely
secret
busy
in the
with
moment
like
of morning dew.
baking, and then we went to the
Atmosphere
zoo
here.
on Monday, and
It doesn't feel serious enough.
well, a zoo on Monday. There's
If
like
I'm right,
several that are like in
This
reasonable driving
conference
distance.
is
It's actually kinda
probably
cool.
just a prelude.
And
Whoever
then
organized it wants to assess the
made a
IPC
shelf.
stance beforehand.
I did a little bit of
This
crochet, but like nothing
influential
like
figure
super
either has
fancy.
their
I
own
made like a
ambitions and
net
wants to reach a
to
preliminary
go over my
agreement,
consoles.
or they plan to
Where
put
I'm
pressure
putting,
on us to make
and then
us
I just
back off.
attached it to the entertainment stand with
Mind is
command
always
hooks.
so sharp,
So there's
Director
4 command
Topaz.
hooks
And when the big
like
boss
on
arrives,
each corner, and then
please
there's
remind
one on
her
the
to be
back just to kind of
cautious.
lift the
Watch
back up
out
of the net too,
any
and it's
traps.
to put all the controllers and stuff on, because
Thank you for the
otherwise
reminder,
the baby
but
tries to
I
grab
don't
them
think that will be
down.
necessary. When she's at the
Because it
table,
is
it's
like
the others
in his
who need
kind
to
of
be
play
cautious.
space.
Just tell everyone on our team to stay focused.
Still
on their
working on the
tasks
hat
and not
for
worry about the
Mox.
negotiations.
Oh,
I need to rearrange some stuff in here
I'll do
so
it
that
right
my
away.
crochet bin is like right
Oh,
under my
and,
desk, so
one
it's a
more
little
thing.
easier to like pull it out for 5 minutes and stuff.
Don't call Miss Jade Big Boss in front
Aside
of her.
from that,
or there
I
will
mean,
be
I'm just
serious
kind of still
consequences.
doing the usual
I
stuff.
mean,
Oh,
Really serious.
Mux is hopefully getting a new
gosh.
job.
thank you for the
He's just
reminder,
doing retail
Director.
right now, but he's had up to a second interview.
I tripped and fell right here. Just completely face planted.
It's for so right now he's just in retail while he's like finished up his school and stuff. While he finished up school and stuff. But he got an interview for a like an artisan type company, manufacturer. I don't want to say too much, but apparently they are just because of what I'm going to say further, so I might like clue people in, and you guys know how private Mux is about stuff. But apparently they're one of the biggest like vendors in the US for their product. And they're currently looking into expanding into Europe. And essentially for 6 months to a year, he's essentially going to be doing odd jobs between operations and, i.e., being like the GM's assistant kind of thing, and receiving. But the idea is that they want him to learn what's required in terms of like the systems for those departments, because they actually want him to code in Python custom in-house tools to help manage and automate things like inventory, payroll, expenses, spending, and all that kind of stuff. he would also be the primary IT guy for the warehouse that's here. I think he said they have 2 warehouses. But he would be like the primary IT guy / the IT coordinator for the warehouse that's here. So like he would actually have a decently high level job in the end if it works out. So we're very hopeful because this could be like this could end up his career and he could end up making like decent money from this. Enough so that if I want, I can just stay a stay-at-home mom and housewife and stuff. So and just do kind of my side shit, which I think is exciting, and I know he's really excited about it. So he had his first interview, and that was with the CEO himself, and the CEO seemed really excited about like a lot of his like so-called irrelevant experience, because Mux has done some time like in the past like working in receiving, and he helps like a lot of family with like technical issues, and he worked for a I'll just say a utilities company installing like lines and stuff and troubleshooting and stuff. So he's got like all the experience, including like the weird ass experience that they were looking for. So like he got the second interview no problem, and the second interview almost just seemed like a meet and greet for him with the GM. Like he said that it didn't look like there was wait. I don't know where that was. Oh, there it is. It's in the light. So then they wanted his references, which he handed in like late Thursday, so they wouldn't have gotten them till yesterday. They said that he should hear back by next week. So we are like, yeah, like whatever people do, I'm asking them to do it for us right now, because this is literally gonna change like everything. Like this could change everything. So yeah, we are hoping really hard that this works out. If not, we're trying to at least take the good news that at least people see him as like that hireable and stuff. But I know that if it doesn't work out, it's probably gonna hit Mux pretty hard, so. My piggy just keeps getting stuff on everybody. So. Aside from that, I mean, it's hard not to get too excited about things sometimes. Well, and again, like, this isn't, like, just a small thing or something.
None of the
like,
important figures have arrived
there's
yet.
no way we expected him to
Looks like the conference
get
won't be started
something
for a
like
while.
that potentially like forever,
Such a
right out of the
bustling
flag,
place.
right?
I think I'll take a little walk around.
So fingers are crossed. Well, and we both deal with mental health stuff too, right?
Aw,
So
are you hungry, Numby? Food in the dream.
difficult things
Shouldn't
hit
taste
us
bad,
harder than
right?
it hits a lot of other people. So, but
Numby! Cat!
the large club of us, yeah.
Ooh, oops, not to your liking, huh?
Overall,
Sorry.
though, like,
I'll treat you to a nice meal
I
once we
mean, the
get back to
baby's
reality.
doing well. I'm going down to like a 4-day stream week. Just so that I've got... So I'll have Mox's 2 days off, and then I'm gonna do Wednesday as well. But that's after next week, just because Mox has 3 days off next week because of the holiday. So like, if there's a holiday, then I'll take off the days that Mox has off. Otherwise, I will be taking Wednesday off in addition to his days off. But
So many.
just so I can actually like get
How
more
many centuries would it take to
housework
press
done a
them
little
all?
bit better, spend a little bit more time with the baby, maybe take him to the
Didn't
park
expect
now that
those
he's getting
bridges to
bigger
actually
and
recycle them all.
liking to play outside and stuff. So,
Huh? What are these?
work on some less streamable activities, like some of my 3D
For your
stuff,
safety, please stay away from those
or,
objects.
For my safety? Are these
you know,
buttons
less
something
streamable
dangerous?
games, just
Not
you know,
exactly.
a day to do
Lately,
kind
there's
of
been
whatever.
a prankster in the Sweet Dream who's been handing out strange button devices
So.
to anyone he meets. According to those involved, he said something like, "Just press this button and all of Penacony will explode."
Apparently there's like
Luckily, no one
power-ups or
believed
some
it.
shit now or something
Still,
where people can
the Bloodhound
use
family
bits or
collected these
something to
buttons
do
just to be on the
special
safe
things
side.
in chat. I have no idea. I just see the notification on Twitch.
Where's that prankster? Haven't the hounds caught him
Is
yet?
school at least going well for you though, Pugs?
Yeah, that guy has some skills, I'll have to admit that. However, you know, the Bloodhound family won't give up. Whoever disrupts order in the Dreamscape will face severe consequences. Anyway, the family will deal with these things. Please kindly keep your distance.
Yeah, it is. Graduation's at the end of September. Oh, that's good.
Oh, free stuff.
Chase the piggy!
Hard work pays off.
That's good though. That must be exciting.
Watch yourselves in front of the IPC. Don't you dare embarrass me.
Greetings, madame. What can I do for you?
I hurt my back earlier.
Hello.
I don't even know how.
Could you tell me more
I
about
was
the
playing
Radiant
with the baby.
Feldspar?
I assume you are the ambassador.
But it's not even
of
the area of my back that
IPC
usually has
Strategic Investment
problems. So
Department.
like I must have just
It's
twisted
my
something.
honor to assist you.
You're looking forward to it
The
being good.
Radiant
What were
Feldspar
you
is
going for
owned
again?
By Mr. Odie
I know I've
Alfalfa,
heard before.
head of the Alfalfa family. Mr. Alfalfa invested a significant amount in building this luxurious airship an Ember era ago, and it has been sailing across the 12
Massage.
hours
Okay.
of the dreamscape ever since.
Oh, so it's owned by old Odie himself. No wonder the ship is so
I'll
lavishly
use one of these
decorated.
right now with my back.
Indeed, Mr. Alfalfa
I don't
has
even know what it was. It's
impeccable
like
taste.
right by my shoulder blade.
Only
I
the most
twisted
prestigious
something.
guests are invited by the Alfalfa
Pulled
family
something.
to board this airship.
Oh, I've
Please
been doing
allow me
some
to
D&D
continue my
too.
introduction.
Nothing
The
in
Radiant
person yet
Feldspar
because
had
we're
been
still working on my
cruising
car.
over the Sea of Dreams in Penacony for an entire Ember era.
I
But
ended up
its
needing
voyage
like
was
we didn't even get
temporarily
everything
halted
done.
due
We
to
just
the
did the brakes
brief
just so that it was
reverberation.
safe to drive in case I had to go somewhere with the
Reverberation.
baby.
Such a
And like that
formal way of
alone was
putting it.
$2,000
You're really
because we had to do
downplaying
the
the whole
entire
thing.
brake system. So the brakes, the rotors, the
I apologize.
calipers,
Please continue.
and the hose line along with like a flush and like fresh
Following
brake
the
fluid
previous
on
reverberation in
all
the Sweet
4
Dream,
tires.
the Radiant Feldspar had to suspend
So that was
its
like
voyage
$2,000.
temporarily. Thankfully, the factors
Which I guess
that
is not too
disrupted
bad
the
when you think about it.
dreamscape
That's like
have been
$500 a
resolved.
tire.
However, due
$500
to
a wheel.
well, certain special
But-
reasons, the Charmony Festival
Yeah.
originally scheduled at the
Yeah, we
Penacony
had
Grand
we
Theater
ended up
had
having
be
to
temporarily
like
postponed.
because Mux didn't have
So,
like the good
Mr.
job at the
Alfalfa
time. He
suggested
didn't qualify for the
relocating
financing
Charmony
either.
Festival to
So
Radiant
we ended up
Star,
having to
taking this
get
opportunity
some
to
of his
announce
family to
the
help us out, so we're
resumption
stuck
of
paying
the
that back.
airship's voyage.
Then once that's done, I have to call
Well,
a customs
that
broker
would meet the family's needs and
because
also
apparently
create
I can't
momentum for
do the
Mr.
paperwork to
Alfalfa
import my
himself.
car myself.
Quite
I have
fitting for a
to
legendary
do
tycoon
it
like
through a
him.
broker.
Thank you for explaining matters to me. Goodbye.
And so that's going to be like $300 or $400 plus the tax on the car, which is why we only just did what we needed to make the car
Hello?
safe to drive. Is because the worse shape my car is
talent
in.
motivation
We're hoping the
department?
less value
Again?
it has for taxes.
Internal review? Will it ever end? I'm
We don't
working
know
on a
for
major
sure,
project.
but,
I don't have time to squabble
you know,
with you guys.
We'll get the work done on it eventually.
The way I handled the Urillo case was approved by senior management and all of the project
It's more just
logs
like
and
the
calls I
importing
complete.
just sucks.
Can't you check on them yourselves?
And I have to get it imported so that I
just
can get it
don't understand.
registered
Why are
here.
you so fixated on this minor case
So that
and
I can get
constantly escalating it?
US plates instead of
Seriously,
using my
what's
Canadian
your purpose?
plate.
Sounds exhausting. Why not just hang up?
So it's just, but that is like
In my opinion,
the last
you
thing
handled
that I need
project
right now.
quite well. A little ball of ice in exchange for the Astral Express's good favor. That's not a bad deal for the department. It's been a while, little Yelena. I've been looking forward to working with you. Never imagined this day would come so soon. Is there trouble? You can tell me anything. Just like old times. Ah, it's been a while.
Barb, how you
Madam Jade.
doing?
I'm honored to have the opportunity to work with you. You're still so formal, aren't you?
But yeah,
Forget about the hierarchy and treat me as your
the
equal.
car getting imported
need for
is like
unnecessary
pretty much the
titles
last
like
big
madam.
thing we need to do, and then on
I'm
Monday
sorry,
we're gonna go
but
change my
it
name
might take some time
with
to
the
get
Social
used to that.
Security office and
After all,
for the
you are
DMV.
a
So
senior.
I'm good.
Now that we're both
Then
members of the 10
everything will be done
I need you to be at your best.
until I'm ready to
Especially since
apply
the
for
upcoming
citizenship. So.
negotiations leave no room for error. As sharp as
No
you
more
are,
worrying, no
I'm
more
sure
stressing.
you figured out the true purpose of this conference.
Just kind of
right. I believe
saving up for
old Oti has taken it upon himself to test
a
our
house
limits
and all that
before the
jazz.
official negotiations between the IPC and Penacony. That's true, and it works in our favor. Do you know why? If we can reach some sort of agreement with old Oti beforehand, and gauge our opponent's boundaries, our future negotiations will go much more smoothly. That's the obvious benefit. Exactly. And the hidden benefit is that as the head of the Alfalfa family, his actions suggest that the 5 lineages might not be as united as the Odes of Harmony would suggest. As long as the influence of Harmony hasn't completely permeated their core, personal desires will always have their way. Thankfully, influential figures in Penacony haven't entirely suppressed their own desires. It's similar to the
Oh, I
power
guess
struggles
Ian
within
paying
the
off
IPC.
later, but
The supposed all-for-one
that's
philosophy
either
shared by
almost
the
done
5
or
lineages.
is done. We can't
It's just
tell.
a slogan now
We
that
thought
the
there was a
Dream
few more
Master has
months
gone.
left, but they
After
just
the
took out like
downfall
a
of the
tiny
Young
payment
family,
this month, and
old
we're really
Otis faction
confused.
became the dominant force in Penacony.
So we're gonna keep
Even
banking
if
like
we
it's gonna
consider
come out
only
again
the
next month
succession
until we
order,
get a statement
He's
or
the
something.
longest serving and most senior among all the family heads. Yes, that's exactly why we need to handle the conference following an agreed-upon strategy. It's like playing a game of chess, where every move needs to be carefully thought out. Absolutely. The 3 steps of negotiation. Listen, test, and strike. That's what you taught me. Pretty clear. Although, you seem to have changed the order in the Yarilo case. That was based on my personal experience.
I apologize for interrupting your conversation, but the family head is ready to meet the ambassadors from the Strategic Investment Department.
on the top of my foot.
Time to get to work.
I don't know why.
Let's prepare ourselves
I
and
don't know
meet
what
that
would've bit
esteemed
me.
supporting actor.
Remember, our goal is to create an opportunity for the IPC to enter Penacony. Aventurine has already made a small opening, and you and I, we're going to tear
I'm probably gonna
it
go get some
wide
food
open.
in a little bit. And then probably get the baby's lunch ready as well, just so that when he wakes up, just a quick grab him and go.
Welcome aboard my ship, the Radiant Feldspar. Smart and charming ladies. Please, have a seat. Let's have a pleasant conversation.
The guy that is like supposedly the root of the evil. Treasure, treasure, treasure. I had a feeling there would be a treasure. Still trying to decide whether to keep pulling for, see if I can get more Firefly or not.
Welcome aboard, my dear ladies. Forgive me for any lack of attentiveness that might have led to a lengthy wait outside.
No problem at all, Mr. Alfalfa.
He's
It's my
definitely
honor
good.
to meet you.
I'm
in
still
person.
building her, so
You may
like
not
her
be
year
aware,
and stuff
but
is shit right now.
The book Odie
But-
Alfalfa, the biography, is a must-read for all.
It's just
strategic
funny because I was like,
investment
man, I
department
really want
employees.
Firefly, and then I saw like
After all,
Salmon Combat, and I was like,
you are the legendary figure
fire.
who
Oh,
single-handedly
the fact
built
that they're one and
Penacony
the same
economy.
is like kind of like, perfect.
I expected no
I
less
got
from
her-
the 10
so-
Stonehearts from the Strategic Investment Department.
I did a 10 pull on the
You're
Aventurine banner,
definitely
and I got
skilled in the
Aventurine.
art of conversation.
Then for the Robin banner, I did my
always
next
enjoy
10
talking
pull,
to smart
and I got
people because
Robin.
We don't have to
And for
beat
the
around
Firefly
bush.
banner,
We
I did
can
one
just
10
get
pull, and I
straight to
got
the
Fire.
point instead. Since I
So
invited
3
you
banner 5
IPC
stars within
ambassadors
3
on
10
board,
pulls. So 30
I'm
pulls.
sure you've figured out the topic I'd like to discuss, yes?
The future of Penacony, if I'm not mistaken.
Precisely. Those few words represent a terribly complicated situation indeed. Let's take that golden-haired guy who's not showing up, for example. He put in great effort and almost got himself killed. But what was it all for? Wasn't it eventually to create an opportunity for you IPC to regain control of the precious Astana?
The wisdom and experience you've accumulated over 10 Amber Eras are truly impressive. Let's assume your assumptions are correct, Mr. Alfalfa. How would you respond to the IPC's actions?
I appreciate your composure, Miss Jade. You must have witnessed much in your worldly experiences. However, perhaps you don't know much about Penacony. Old Oti won't sit idly by when faced with a greedy wolf.
Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Then I'll be straightforward. I requested this meeting before the official conference to dissuade the Strategic Investment Department from trying to lay a finger on Penacony. If you back off now, you can make a smooth exit and prevent the IPC from losing face during more important negotiations.
One of our P-45 executives was attacked and nearly killed in the Dreamscape. The IPC can't simply ignore this incident. Moreover, considering the turbulence during the Charmony Festival, Penacony's credibility has taken a hit in the public's eyes. Despite your determined attitude, the issues plaguing Penacony are real, are they not?
You use the term real, Miss Topaz, but let's not forget that this is the realm of dreams. If you want to succeed here, you need ambition and unconventional thinking.
After this cutscene, I might go
Curious
grab some
about
food.
how I plan
really
to
quick,
respond to the IPC?
just to make sure I get to eat before the baby's up.
I don't mind sharing. My actions will help Penacony take a significant step forward by self-listing and going public.
Going public?
If I'm not mistaken, you want to bypass the IPC and go public on a universal scale.
Precisely. Instead of watching the IPC gnaw away at Penacony, I'd prefer to open the doors of the sweet dream to the entire universe. Starting today, anyone in the cosmos can become a shareholder of the land of the dreams. This is the path of harmony I'll choose. This reform should have been implemented earlier, but unfortunately, the Oak family were a bunch of blockheads blinded by order. Their level of intellectual flexibility doesn't even come close to an old fellow like me. Thanks to the little reverberation earlier, the biggest obstacle between me and my reforms has been eliminated. The Alfalfa family will publicize the financial results of Sweet Dream Paradise, so that the entire universe can see that despite the catastrophe, Penacony still holds immense potential and opportunities, and that the family remains confident in its future.
Crisis and opportunity are two sides of the same coin. So, you've been waiting for the right moment for Penacony to regain the spotlight. And if Penacony should seize this opportunity to overcome adversity, even if the IPC tries to intervene, every move we make will be scrutinized by trillions of people.
Now I'm convinced that you've indeed familiarized yourself with my biography, Miss Jade. So, about your next move. Please, consider it carefully.
Indeed. We need some time to digest such a wealth of information. I suggest we conclude the first half of our conference, Mr. Alfalfa. Please allow Topaz and me to confer privately for a few moments, and to respond on behalf of the IPC later.
Of course. Take your time.
I have a feeling that this is the guy that was like actually like the main backbone of all the bad stuff, from what I recall.
The Alfalfa family had a meeting with the IPC?
I got this information from a message sent by that IPC ambassador. He said it was to return the favor. It's not hard to imagine. Penacony today is pretty much like the frontier prison it once was, with external forces casting greedy eyes and the undercurrent of order lurking within. Instead of falling into a situation where they are plagued by both external and internal threats, Penacony would rather take a step back and invite the IPC to negotiate at the table, ostensibly to cooperate, but in reality, to secure more opportunities for their own survival.
Well, no wonder they sought the mediation from the Astral Express. In your opinion, who should we stand behind?
I don't think the followers of the Harmony are completely innocent victims in all of this. For reasons unknown, they have a strong desire to smooth things over, which leads to speculation about their motives.
It's annoying.
If either the family or IPC were to assume full control of Penacony, it would return to its previous illusory dream of hedonism, and the efforts of those previous nameless would once again go to waste. There you are. Did you rest well?
I didn't disturb you since you were in a deep sleep.
After Enna's dream was shattered, the family branch from the Montour system soon arrived and swiftly took control of the situation. Most members of the Oak family fell unconscious, but fortunately, their lives were not in danger.
The mastermind behind the plans was confirmed to be Gopher Wood, the previous Dream Master. But by the time we arrived, he was dead already.
Okay.
That's what we're about to witness on the Radiant Feldspar.
Ultimately, the public perceived the incident as an attack by evil forces targeting the Charmony Festival. They believe the family failed to safeguard the sweet dream, significantly eroding their credibility in the process. While quite different from the truth, this appears to be the outcome with the least impact.
After all, you don't know who's awake and who's pretending to be asleep. Well, they'll open their eyes in the face of danger. Once the danger subsides, they'll embrace the sweet dream again. Here's a toast, with 3 glasses of Glory of the Trailblaze to all of you. Yeah, it's good to see you all again. Although we might be saying goodbye again after this reunion. When will the Astral Express leave Penacony?
We'll stay a bit longer, but not too long.
So, this is our final meeting then? If this is a farewell, then it seems to be missing something. Music? Atmosphere? Maybe a special drink to honor those who are not here. Let's see. The mixed drink should be solemn, dignified, and unique. As we'll use it to pay respect to those fallen heroes. To the Nameless, resting in peace. And to Gallagher.
Alright guys, hold tight. I'm gonna be right back after I go grab a drink, or some food. So, hold tight guys.